So this video is going to be very raw. And when I say raw, I'm not trying to make it seem that I'm going to be using any type of language that is going to most likely piss somebody off. But the whole reason that I'm saying raw is that I'm not going to really edit this video. I'm just going to cut out most of my ums and ahs. And that's it. So that you don't lose the essence of what I'm trying to tell you. Music distribution is a big issue for any up-and-coming artist and many artists the world over. Let me begin by telling you that your music distributor is, what is it? Music distribution scams. Many artists whine and moan online on YouTube about their music distributor is scamming them. Their music distributor is not giving them their royalties. Their music distributor, what else? Clamped down on their account. They cannot access their funds. A whole bunch of stuff. But what they fail to realize is that the music distributor is doing the job that you assigned to them. They are distributing your music. And what makes it very difficult is that most artists don't realize that music distribution is taking your song and sending it to stores. That's essentially what they do. They take your song, they send it to a store. But then there's a whole accounting aspect that they don't realize. So let me tell you what's really going on. Let's say this is my song and I send this to my music distributor, in my case. Oh, so there's a whole thing between paid music distribution and free music distribution. Most artists feel that free is a waste of time, it's a scam, and that only when you pay for music distribution is it any good. But I'm here to tell you right now that the free option is 100% better than the paid version. All of the paid music distributions have one thing in common that they all tell you. We will get your song out to stores in 3 to 5 days. We will get you 100% of your royalties. Oh, that's two things. But anyway, we will get you 100% of your royalties. Both are bull, because that's music distribution on the whole. The free version might take you 3 to 5 days more to get your song onto platforms. But in reality, you are supposed to take a minimum of at least 2 months to release a song. Not 2 days, not 3 days. I have employed, well, actually when I start releasing music again because I'm too busy doing other things. But when you release a song, you're supposed to take a minimum of 2 months, 60 days to put your music out. You put it out until your music distributor takes your song. He sends it to all the platforms. The platforms then have 2 months to actually publish the work. That gives you time to get playlists involved, get magazines involved, etc., so that on the date of release, it is released internationally at the same time around the world. If you release it immediately in 2 to 3 days, it's going to take another 30 days before it shows up in most stores around the world. They don't tell you this, but anyway, yes. So let's get back to it. Your music distributor is doing what they're supposed to do. They are sending your music to stores. Boom. The accounting aspect takes time. Because what I'm trying to tell you, this is your song, you send it to a music distributor, they or he, she, it, whatever, makes copies, sends it out to all of the stores, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, blah, 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 all of them. That's it, just all of them. Now, the song is in the store's hand. They have a copy. And they also have your metadata, which is attached to this. What that means is that every time you send your music distributor a song, with all your information. The music distributor takes that information and attaches it to your MP3 that they will now send to stores. That metadata contains your payment information, the artist name, the length of the song, the genre, the BPM, beats per minute, who the producers, the copyright information. Any information that is attached to that song is now attached to that MP3. Not your artist name is attached to that song. What then happens when that song is distributed? All of the platforms have that information. So when you take it upon yourself that you find that, let's say, DistroKid isn't paying you the royalties that you deserve, you decide to take your song with all your information, metadata, and tell DistroKid or whichever music distributor that you're with that you want them to take the song down. So it takes them approximately 30 days to get that song out of their systems. All the payment information that was supposed to go to that song, the song is now in the accounting department. They need to transfer ownership of the song and all the metadata attached to that song to your new distributor, who will then take the information, put it into their system, so that when you get a stream or when your song gets a stream, the stream comes directly to you. Well, not to you, but to your music distributor, who then in turn pays you. So just by moving your song or telling your music distributor to take your song down, you mess up a lot of the accounting. And most of the time, your accounts get frozen because that process takes time. It's not the song that is the problem. It's the metadata and the payment information that is now going to be transferred from one music distributor to another music distributor. That is basically somebody's day job, sitting down in their little cubicle in their office, typing all day long with numbers, a bunch of 2405s, whatever the number is for that song, that will determine that if you are the one who's going to get paid for it. So do not think that your music distributor is scamming you. They all do the same thing. And that's just what I want to tell you today. Do not fuss. The only reason that I really want you to change music distributors is to go from paid to free. If you could do that for me, that will be great. Because as an artist, you need to save as much money as you can for music promotion, not music distribution. Let's put it this way. Paid music distributors, you pay them to put your song into stores. You pay them to collect your royalties. You pay them for everything, and they give you 100% of your royalties. Bullcrap, as I said. The free ones, you give them your song. The only time that they collect any sort of royalty payment is if your song gets streams. So when your song gets streams, or your song gets any sort of streams, they collect the money. They take approximately 30% of those streams and they give you the rest, right? They give you the rest. That is only one of your royalties, because as a copyright holder to your song, you have 6 or 7 copyrights attached to that one song. Streaming is one part of those 7 or 6 copyrights. So you still get royalties on your lyrics and melody. No, sorry. You still get payments on your lyrics. You still get payments from radio airplay, which your music distributor doesn't touch, because that's another mechanical royalty. So in essence, too many things to mention, but just know that your music distributor is only collecting one of your 6 copyrights. You still have all the other copyrights that they never signed, that you never signed over to them. So you don't have to think about 100% of your royalties, because that's bullcrap. Right. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on tiediekitty.com. And come see me soon. Peace.